I tried to make that a little bit more dramatic. I didn't have a garbage can, but dropped it on foam instead. Hey guys, Red Panda Mining here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day this video. Alright, this is a video to bash Initverse. It was a complete scam. And I called it, and ever since the first video I did on these things, there were so many red flags. I said not to buy it, and it seems like it turned out to be a scam. The price of INI has crashed considerably. Their Telegram is wiped out. Their X account, nobody is responding. There was no Binance exchange or anything like that. Nothing came about that. And it's just silence across the board. So INI is done, and whoever bought these INI boxes, well, you probably lost money if you bought them midway, or even obviously at the end of when INI was like 13 cents or something. Though, if anyone bought these very first batch, you may have hit break even on them just before the price tanked. Anyways guys, I'm gonna expand a bit more on these things and I guess INI and just everything in the computer, so I'll see you guys after today's sponsor. Are you tired of jumping between mining pools, swapping wallets, or even dealing with complicated payouts? Check out powerpool.io. Powerpool has the top mining algorithms such as SHA-256, Script, Eaglesong, X11, K-Heavy-Hash, and even ETC hash. And just recently, they added Zcash, letting you mine while optionally converting rewards into Bitcoin, USDC, or other supported coins. Powerpool helps you avoid holding volatile altcoin balances and simplifies treasury management, especially useful for mining farms or anyone tracking taxes and cash flow. Personally, over the past couple months, I've pointed all of my ASIC mining hardware to Powerpool, and I have found it to be the most profitable and honest when it comes to their auto conversions and adjustable payout options. If your goal is hash first, settlement later in BTC or stablecoins, Powerpool makes that workflow easy. Don't take my word for it. Test it yourself and sign up today using referral code RPM for 0.5% pool fees from their normal 1% pool fee structure for more coins in your wallet. Check out powerpool.io, link below. All right, so let's just begin with the rough part is INI's price. So INI's price over the past month is down 97.6%. Okay, so from like 13 cents back in May 18th, all the way down to where it is now, which is less than a penny, 0.003 cents. Okay, so it's died. It's this is what you call completely dead. And either you'd say it's a rug pull or the floor just came under it because the market maker on these exchanges, xt.com, MEXC, the volume is gone. The depth is completely, it's out. INI, it's completely dead. And so for everyone that has these INI boxes, they're no longer making money. They're in the negative. Even at 8 cents per kilowatt hour, a INI box is making negative 67 cents at 8 cents per kilowatt hour. If you had, I don't know, 12 cents electric, you'd be losing $1.15 a day. So like, does the INI box actually still make any income, like any money? Well, yeah, like 30 cents worth as of right now. In terms of the yield, you'd be mining 93 INI a day by the looks of it. That would be worth about, 28, 30 cents as of recording. So it is not a profitable miner now. From it's a far cry from its $25 a day to $20 a day that was sustained over the past since November when these things came out, and it was good for anyone that got the first batch. Yeah, it was great, and anyone that got first batch almost pretty much got their money back. But anyone who bought, I don't know, quarter way through, midway through, obviously near the end, you definitely have not gotten your money back. So it's it's really sad, and I'm just reading all the different platforms, Reddit. I've been reading their social media on X account, even their Discord. Okay, their Discord has some I guess people reaching out here, and I haven't seen anybody reply, but Leandro says it's any way to get my money back from all my ASIC INI box I purchased. This is just yesterday as of recording, and like looking at their X account online here. So apparently they had this exchange listing countdown, 14 days to launch. Okay, this was back in May 21st, 2026. So if you look at here, there's people replying here. It's like, so where is the listing news? June 6th, right? This is supposed to come out, I guess, that day. And it's now June 8th as of recording. So what happened? In adverse, nothing, right? Everyone's asking, like, what happened to INI? What was a scam? Why drop so bad, right? Look at this. Scam project. Find the factory source. Countdown to BS effing scam. Scammer, right? Like there's people are pissed, right? People that got into this coin, I guess, in terms of mining. It's a sad. This happens again. This is we talked about this. This is all the red flags regarding this coin. We talked about this miner when I got the first INI box back in it wasn't November, but beginning of December is when I first got the INI box, and I said many red flags, right? Their X account has been inflated in terms of followers. They only have one mining pool, okay? And all the miners are on here. Apparently there's 721 gigahash, which miners real time says 10,615. And mining machines real time, I don't know what I don't know why there's two different ones here. I don't know what the difference is, but it says 13,218 mining machines real time. So I don't know, just a lot of bad things. And obviously, I mean, which then translated into this, right? The massive drop in INI's price. So just this Reddit post 2 days ago on r/crypto mining, he's like, so I bought a Pinecone Matches INI box 2 weeks ago that was making $12 a day in profit. I've seen for months that it was a scam coin, but I bought the miner for 400. Okay. I mean, still, I mean, I wouldn't have bought it, but he bought it for 400. And that's better than what? $23,000, what they were initially going for. I was hoping to break even on it before it fell off a cliff, but I was too late. I got it a day after it tanked. Is anyone still mining with these? Should I continue, or is this coin done and a classic pump and dump? All signs point of it being done. Thoughts? Yeah, so yeah, classic pump and dump. Yeah, I mean, this is more so apparent, like this coin, all the red flags were there, and apparently a good I don't know. I think I was told like apparently 4,000 of these INI boxes were sold. You know, all my videos, I talked about the red flags, but people still bought it, right? People still went ahead and bought the INI box. So if you actually look at aslminer.com, it shows it $6.99 now. So it's actually still for sale. And like a bunch of other reseller websites apparently are still selling this thing. But you can see how the profitability has just dropped off a cliff, right? From $20 a day all the way down to negative, right? Negative money, depending what your electrical cost is. So this is done. It's it. That's it. INI is completely done for everyone who bought these machines just maybe quarter way through. I mean, if you did sell every day, you probably didn't get your money back, because during these times, the INI box or those miners were over, they were $3,000, over $2,500. So it's this is what happens, guys. And I hope this is a learning lesson for everyone who bought one of these. Okay, everyone who bought one of these INI boxes, you guys understood, well, hopefully understood the risks, and people still bought it, right? Even if I say don't buy it, which I said in all of my videos, I said don't buy it. And look at this, miningnow.com says suspicious activity. DYOR, which is do your own research before investing or buying miners. So this, what happens is when people go to the profitability websites like Mining Now, ASIC Miner Value, whatever, any profitability website out there, the unknowing, all right, who joins these websites are people that are new, that are coming into the space. Maybe they don't watch YouTube, which there's tons of people who don't, right? And they stumble upon, this device is making $15 a day, but they don't understand the economics of crypto mining, right? The price of the coin, the hash rate, how many people are going to buy the miners, how much, how high is the difficulty going to go, and it's all going to constitute to the profitability here, and which, especially with coins like INI, which there were many red flags, right? The singular mining pool, the inflated social media, their Discord is also inflated by the looks of it here. And it's just like scam, and it didn't work out. It obviously didn't work out. And the price has completely crashed almost 100%, 99%, right? Over the past 1 month, it's down 97.6%. So it's completely rugged. Okay, in terms of its price. All the miner people who have these things now are bricks. They're complete bricks, and this is what happens when you're getting into such a spec mineable spec mine coin. People are persuaded by the the profitability number of how much it makes a day without understanding what could happen, the risks involved, and the unprofitability that could come when you're buying ASIC miners. Which buying any ASIC miners at this point, nobody's gonna do it anymore. I mean, for all the ASIC miners I've reviewed on my channel, I have pretty much been negative on all of them. Okay, there have been so many, and I'm gonna have another video about this. I got like a bunch of ASICs sitting on the floor that are complete bricks now. But I mean, that's also tied to the market conditions right now. I mean, Bitcoin and everything has crashed, right? So that doesn't help, right? So a lot of these miners, especially with INI, it's just, that's what happens, right? And because, you're seeing maybe Bitcoin miners or even script miners that are kind of, staying above water, depending on your electrical cost, because those networks have higher emissions. And what I mean by that is those networks have much more money, okay, to absorb all of the hardware that is out there, okay, especially when it comes to Bitcoin mining or script mining. But even then, script mining or Bitcoin mining is becoming has been very competitive. So I'm not saying, get into script mining, get into Bitcoin mining, because I mean, those networks are completely overtaken and the hash rate has climbed considerably. But depending on your electrical cost, of anyone that can achieve anything 4 cents and lower, you can profit still on ASIC mining. But how many people realistically have that cheap power, right? And that's the name of the game when it comes to crypto mining, is cheap power. If you don't have cheap power, you're basically racing. You're racing against everyone else that is trying to get cheaper power, mine profitably, and make money, right? That's like the end goal for a lot of people who are ASIC mining. And especially those that bought the INI box that wanted to make money, right? That's the sad reality of what happens here. We all knew the risks involved, and it finally came to fruition, essentially. The coin rugged here, completely sold off, and it's now unprofitable to be running these machines, and they ran off. They're not responding anymore on their X account, like completely dead. Like the project is dead, it looks like. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's it. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know any of you that has a INI box or anything. I know probably not a lot of people bought them, which hopefully a lot of my community here, my subscribers and viewers, didn't buy the INI box. I said not to buy it. And but let me know if you guys did, and let me know your reasons why. So, all right, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. Still storing your crypto on exchanges? That's risky. This is the Red Panda Tangem card. Simple, secure, and built for real self-custody. No seed phrases, no complicated setups. Just tap your card, manage your crypto, and you're in control instantly. Secure chip technology keeps your assets protected, even offline. I've tested a lot of hardware wallets, and this is by far one of the easiest ways to get started. If you want true ownership of your crypto, check out the Red Panda Tangem card below. Simple, secure, self-custody. Use code RPM for another 10% off. Link in the video description below.